Good afternoon and welcome to the finals of the Under 12 boys category at the CRICFIT Premier League 2021. We have the first two teams in the finals playing today, that is the Bhosale Academy versus the Swami Vivekanand International School. We have the captains for both the teams here. May I please call them here? We have Arya Karle for the Bhosale Academy and we have Arjun Lotlikar for the SVIS. May I please call upon Mr. Mohammad Samir for the coin toss. Arya Karle will be taking the call. Heads is the call. And heads it is. Bhosale Academy has won the toss. Let us ask them what they're going to do.
We will bat first.
Why will you bat first?
The wicket is there, ball will be coming on the bat.
Okay. So how much do you think you'll pose a target to the other team for?
150 plus.
Wow, that's some ambitious target there. And all the best for your innings. So had you won the toss firstly, what would you have chosen?
Bat first.
Now that you have to field first, what are your opinions on that?
It's okay. Our aim is to
Face that side. Face that side.
our aim is to reach the final, and our aim is achieved, and we are to final once too.
Okay, so they are thinking of giving you a target of 150. What do you think? Kadi paranta you will be able to restrict them?
100.
100. And you're confident of chasing that target then?
Yes.
All the best for your innings. That is it from the coin toss of the finals. Bhosale Academy has won the toss and opted to bat first. Back to the com box.
Hello, good afternoon, and welcome to the finals of the Under 12 category in the boys edition of the CRICFIT Premier League Season 1. It is the Bhosale Cricket Academy taking on the Swami Vivekanand International School. And here we are seeing 12-year-olds battle it out. Joining me in the combox is Arib Imam, who's done a fine job all through the CPL. Arib, good to
Thank,
be sharing space with you.
thank you, Mikhail. Same here. What a beautiful sight this is. 12-year-olds battling it out like professional cricketers. Beautiful conditions to play cricket. Evening, we're entering the evening of the day. The floodlights will soon come into effect. Colored clothing, white ball. Just beautiful conditions to play cricket. And just seeing these little kids in action just makes you believe in the sport even more.
Oh, yes, and that's what the ideology of CPL is, to allow as many opportunities to young, aspiring, budding cricketers. The pandemic had taken a toll on most of them, staying indoors for 9 months, and we just wanted to be the springboard so that they could go out there. Ah, lovely shot. Almost carried to the fielder at covers. Two batsmen in the middle, Ayush Shinde and Karle Arya for Bhosale Cricket Academy. And just coming back to the discussion we were having, a feedback that we've got from most parents and coaches is that we are delighted to be back in the stadium, in the playgrounds, and our kids are more than happy to express themselves with bat and ball.
Yes, and the kids will come back to it after this ball. Wide ball outside the off stump. Tries to drive it through the offside but misses it. Coming back to the point that you were making, and these kids have taken that opportunity and that platform with both their hands. We've seen some very closely contested cricket being played over the past 10 days in the CRICFIT Premier League. The inaugural edition has lived up to the hype that was around it.
Short and wide, just checking his shot towards the end, and quick single as well towards point. This is good cricket. Rotate the strike, apply the pressure on the fielders. 5 overs completed. It's 23 for no loss. Karle Arya batting on 7 and Ayush Shinde on 4. And just coming back to our discussion, as you mentioned, the hype. Well, I must add that it was an absolute wonderful moment on day one when Bollywood actor, producer, philanthropist Sonu Sood decided to come and inaugurate this edition. And ever since then, he's pledged his support as well, and is backing the idea of making this league a pan-India concept.
Yes, his support along with all the former cricketers that sent in their love and their well wishes for all the kids at the start of the tournament. Players like Robin Uthappa, former players like Akash Chopra, and many more sent in videos and testimonials for these kids, wishing them the best for the tournament.
Oh yes, Wasim Jafar, Akash Chopra, Robin Uthappa, Dinesh Karthik, Irfan Pathan, Manoj Tiwari, Maninder Singh. Everyone sending in their good wishes to the players and the league of the CRICFIT Premier League Season 1. And we are delighted to announce that with respect to the response that we've got, we are now looking at Nasik for the second edition, and quite a few teams have expressed their interest for registration and participation.
Coming back to this match, the under 12 boys in action in the final of their age group. Both these teams have played some stupendous cricket throughout the tournament, and it's been edged down to the short third man fielder, thinking about a single but deciding against it.
Look at the energy these boys are showing in the field. Just great to see them in colored clothing, live broadcast, live scoring. Arib, I wish I was a 12-year-old right now.
Your career would have panned out very differently if you had gotten these opportunities as a kid.
I
I'm
would
sure.
surely not been in the com box at least.
A wide delivery, tries to drive it, but straight to the fielder in the cover region. Another dot ball. What I was most intrigued by in this tournament is that no matter what the age group of the cricketers, the captains, when they come for the toss, no matter what questions you ask them, however technical they may be, they have proper professional answers to each one of them. So there's a lot of knowledge going around even in the under 12 age groups.
Going for an expansive drive over there. But that is way outside the off stump and signal wide as well. Oh yes, and that's something that we are trying to also remind all these youngsters is that this is what you will be doing at a bigger level if you play higher professional cricket. And we are only trying to fuel their dream through this platform called CRICFIT Premier League. We want to give them a similar situation what international cricketers are at the moment experiencing.
Batsman setting his guard yet again. He's missed a couple of deliveries outside the off stump. That's why maybe changing his position at the crease to just be that little bit more closer to the ball when he tries to drive it through the offside. Even the coaches, for that matter, have shown. Just will come back to it off the ball. A short delivery, but straight to the fielder at the mid-wicket region, who spills it, and the ball trickles down. Batsman manages to get a quick single. Big opportunity for the fielding side to break through this partnership. It was the last delivery that took before the end of the power play phase of the game. So crucial miss.
6 overs completed, 26 for no loss. And that drop catch immediately took me back to their dugout, Arib, because a gentleman by the name of Dinesh Lad, who is a hard taskmaster, will be making notes of all of this and will have a good session with each boy for all the blips they commit. He's been a stalwart in the Mumbai coaching fraternity, having produced some of the finest talents in Indian cricket today, from Rohit Sharma to Shardul Thakur, and his boys have turned up as well in this tournament with their A game.
When you spoke about Mr. Dinesh Lad, sir, it immediately brought me back to all the coaches that have also come to this tournament prepared with their teams, and how professional they have been with their approach to the tournament, and how well they have supported the entire organization of the CPL. And it is very heartening to see these big coaches, these stalwarts of the Mumbai local circuit, coming out in full support and in pledge of the motto of CPL.
The ball keeping a tad low there, but watchfully played. Both these batsmen have looked good for the small little partnership that they've stitched. 26 runs between Karle Arya and Ayush Shinde. Harish the bowler. Just a quick reminder that we are live on our YouTube page, CRICFIT Premier League. We are all across social media on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn as well. For all updates, you can look at the CricHQ app for live scoring and cpl.crickfit.com. And as I say that, that's been heaved over the mid-wicket. It's running towards the boundary line. Fielders giving chase. And do they just manage to cut it off? In fact, it's been signaled for.
Good effort there by the fielders in the team. A little tag team effort is what they were going for. Something that's become fashionable in cricket nowadays. Earlier in the days, especially when you were growing up, I'm sure the tag team fashion of fielding wasn't so much in practice. But in today, these new tactics.
It was only chasing and chasing then, Arif. And it was no slides, using the foot sometime. Nicely bowled, watchfully played. Just coming back to our discussion, it was all about trying to stick to the basics, but not really evolving and adding some new innovation into techniques.
Speaking of innovation, in the matches previous to this, I saw a batsman trying to play the paddle sweep, an under 12 kid trying to play the dill scoop and the reverse sweep. I mean, how much has the game evolved?
Once again, he pulls this over the mid-wicket region on the shorter side, and that will race away to the square leg boundary. This is good aggressive batting by Arya Karle. He has decided to take the attack to the opposition and is also pulverizing the bowlers with anything that is mediocre in delivery.
Good respect shown by both the batsmen. Let's have a look at this replay. First shot of a length goes on the back foot and pulls it through the square leg region, runs away to the fence. But good batsmanship by both these batsmen. They have given the necessary respect to the good deliveries, and the bad ones they have dismissed to the fence. Again, a full delivery outside off, driven through the offside, through the cover region. The fielder will give chase, and oh, valiant effort, but I think that has gone to the fence. We'll wait for the umpire's signal to confirm. The umpire sticks with the on-field call, and it is not given a boundary. Couple of runs added to the team total then. Good effort by the fielder in the cover region. Gave chase till the end of the ball boundary. Did not give up. Put in a valiant dive and pulled the ball back into play. Last delivery of the 7th over. This has been lifted straight in the air. The keeper calls for it and he drops it. Another big opportunity going down for the SVIS team.
And we go back to the same old cliche from the coaching manual. Catches win matches. It's the final. It's the grand finale. And you don't want to be dropping catches of some of the finest batsmen in the middle who are looking good. You want to break this partnership, but that should have been taken. A simple regulation catch. The wicketkeeper clearly stating it was his. He gets underneath the ball and unfortunately just spills that completely. So the woes continue for SVIS at the moment.
I would pay good money to know what is going through Dinesh Lad sir's head right now.
Later, I had my lunch I had.
7 overs completed, 38 runs on the board for the Bhosale Cricket Academy. After winning the toss and electing to bat first, the batsmen have come out in the middle and have backed the decision of the captain, keeping all 10 wickets in hand at the end of 7 overs, scoring 38 runs. That is a decent run rate to have when you're trying to set target in an all-important final. Another full delivery. The ball does not take off like it usually has been doing. This is a new strip that we are using for this all-important final. It has a little bit of grass covering on it, so there should be a lot in it for the pacers. There is a little bit of uneven bounce as well, just to keep the bowling side interested, and the batsmen will have their work cut out rather. Again, outside the off stump, played with soft hands, straight to the fielder in the short cover region. Dot delivery. Four deliveries remain in this over. The 8th over of this innings. The Bhosale Cricket Academy, after winning the toss and electing to bat first, will be reasonably happy with their start so far. Another one keeps very low, beats everyone, beats the batsman, beats the keeper, and the batsman is able to scamper through for a single. Now, we've just seen in the past couple of overs that the ball has been keeping slightly lower than expected. So that should play a big role on the batsman's mind. Another full delivery on the stumps, defended back to the bowler by the batsman. Couple of catches dropped. How do you think the SVIS school should go about the match in the remaining 13 and a bit overs?
Firstly, SVIS dropping catches against their personality, Arab. Hardly seen them with too many errors in this competition. Wide, slash, completely missing that. Good thing for Bhosale Academy is that they have wickets, 10 wickets in hand. I just hope that SVIS forget what's happened in the first 7 overs now and just regroup. All they need is a wicket just to come back to terms and regroup and come back hard. It'll be interesting to see how Bhosale Cricket Academy approach the next 12 to 13 overs.
Another big heave. Keeper tries for a run out, but batsman seems to have made this round. The end of 8 overs, Bhosale Cricket Academy have scored 59 runs without losing a single wicket. Who do you think will be the happier of the two sides at this stage of the game? Because on one hand, the Bhosale Cricket Academy have all their 10 wickets in hand, but the run rate at which they're scoring isn't out of control for the SVIS school, so they should be reasonably happy with proceedings up until right now as well.
It's been a great ride so far in this league for all the players. 51 matches, 11 days, 450 players, 28 teams, all parts of Mumbai, a team coming in from Nasik as well. We've had colored clothing, breakfast, lunch in the ground for the players, tents been converted into dugouts. And above that, you've had player presentations, man of the match awards. Just come back again. Oh, that's a no ball, and that's a free hit on offer as well. Always a wonderful feeling, right, to see a free hit on offer.
It is almost the best thing you can get in cricket. The only way you can get out of this delivery is a run out. We've seen that happen as well in cricket. People getting run out of the free hit delivery. And it's been punched straight to the fielder. Catch has been taken, but it will not count because it was a free hit. But just one of those anti-climax ends to a free hit delivery.
And the irony being on a legal delivery, they dropped a catch. And on an illegal delivery, they got a catch.
Another big heave straight up in the air, and finally SCI School has caught hold of one. The first wicket to fall for the Bhosale Cricket Academy. Shinde is the batsman who has fallen.
Ayush Shinde living dangerously for some time now, this time getting a thick outside edge and a very good catch at backward point. We'll take a look at it. Flighted delivery, not getting to the pitch of the ball dying on the fielder at backward point, who had to just move in a few yards to take that catch. So finally, the breakthrough is there for SVIS, and that's what we were talking about, Arib. And yeah, it's that phase in the game where you get a chance to just quickly re-strategize, discuss. We don't have the timeouts here.
Do you think it was a blessing in disguise for Ayush Shinde to get out for the Bhosale Academy, because he'd faced 25 deliveries up until that point and scored only the 6 runs?
Arib, interestingly, that pressure didn't show on his partner. Usually what happens is when one side is blocked by a batsman, the other loses his wicket in a bid to accelerate. This time around, his partner is still around, who spent good enough time and is middling the ball well. All in all, I feel Bhosale Academy should not feel too disturbed. That's because they've got a start and they have wickets in hand. They just need somebody to bat long, and they want others to revolve around him.
Coming back to what a great tournament has been so far. We also saw a couple of records being uh, made in this tournament. We saw the first century of the CPL scored by Awab Kunni. We also saw a hat-trick being taken in the tournament. There were a couple of more hat-trick opportunities throughout the tournament which did not materialize, but all in all, a very exciting tournament for each and every player involved, and also some brilliant catches. We have seen some beauty of catches. I think John T. Rhodes, if he sees those catches, he'll be very proud of the kids.
Oh yes, one from CRICFIT Academy, Agastya Kashikar taking a catch of his own bowling, a one-handed stunner. We saw another one as well recently, again of his own bowling. Just playing the wrong length this time. Another no ball, another free hit.
Extras. We spoke about this in previous games as well, guys. Extras are just criminal. You cannot be overstepping. You cannot be bowling wides on a regular basis, especially when you're playing a big final where you're under the pump. Three lowers. So I'll get the back.
That's what you see on the screen. You can catch the action live on CRICFIT Premier League YouTube channel. Tossed up delivery, what a delivery. Wow. A teasing line, enticing the batsman forward, just varying his pace and flight. Played towards point for a single. The fielder was stationed on the edge of the circle. 41 runs on the board. May I add 42. Little boys of under 12 age group playing the final of the inaugural edition of the CRICFIT Premier League. That came in. Looked more like an arm delivery, but they steal another single. 9 overs completed. It's 43 for 1.
Forty-three for 1 at the end of 9 overs. Again, this has been driven on the offside. There is protection on the edge of the 30-yard circle, will result in just the single. Very crucial passage of play this for the Bhosale Cricket Academy. They've just lost their first wicket. Their obligation and their priority now will be at least to keep the scoreboard ticking and not lose too many wickets in the process. Because come the last 5 or 6 overs, they would want to accelerate with all their might. In the block hole, good delivery by the bowler. Good passage of play this for the SVIS team. Again on the leg stump, angling away from the left-hander. It's been edged down to the point region. Another single taken. Three deliveries remain in this over. Again on a full length, driven through the offside. Mid-off will run around to cut it off. Will limit the batsman just to a single. We're in the finals of the under 12 category in the inaugural edition of the CRICFIT Premier League. You're watching us live on YouTube. We've been broadcasting all matches throughout the tournament. And this has been heaved, at least tried to heave it down the ground, but missed the ball completely. As I said, good passage of play this for the SVIS school. They'll want to get at least another wicket in the next couple of overs to really take the driving seat in this match. Last ball of the 10th over. And that's bowled. Clean bowled the batsman, cleaned him up. It was a good length delivery on off stump. The batsman playing the wrong line completely, tries to flick it through the leg side region, but ends up missing the ball completely, and that is the second wicket to fall for the Bhosale Cricket Academy. The last thing that they would have wanted. Let's have a look at this replay. Oh, good movement. Big blow for the Bhosale Cricket Academy as their new batsman walks out to the crease. Let's head quickly to Mikhail and ask him a little bit more about Season 2 of the CRICFIT Premier League.
Thanks, Arib. It's been an overwhelming response in terms of what we have next on offer for kids. And the governing council of the CPL has decided to move to Nashik for the second edition. We already have around 15 teams who've shown keen interest, and we are eager to replicate the same format with few more continual innovations into the league just to make it more exciting for the players. And may I add, we also have the girls cricketers in the Nashik edition as well. So we're looking forward to their participation. And before we get to the girls cricket matches in Nashik, quick reminder that tomorrow the ultimate finale, the final game of season 1. That is a half tracker. Poor ball, poor shot. Coming back to the grand finale, the final match tomorrow evening will be the under-19 girls category.
All finals of the CPL happening in back-to-back fixtures now. Short of a length delivery, the batsman tries to cut it through the point region, but hits it straight to the fielder. Yes, we are watching the under-12 finals of the CRICFIT Premier League, which will be followed by the under-19 boys final later tonight. And then tomorrow we have the 3 big finals, under-16 boys, under-14 boys, and then the mega final, under-19 girls in action, under lights. Oh, as we speak about other matches in this particular encounter, the Swami Vivekanand International School boys have completely taken control. Third wicket to fall for the Bhosale Cricket Academy. 46 runs on the board for the loss of 3 wickets here. The Bhosale Cricket Academy. A big blow for them in this game. They have lost all the momentum that they had garnered at the start of the innings. And now with just 3 more deliveries left to go in the 11th over, it is pretty much advantage SVIS.
I'll just correct that for you, SVIS, Arib. But yes, playing across the line there to a left-arm spinner is a crime. And that's something that he'll not want to see on replay on the YouTube channel. It was a tossed-up delivery. And all he had to do was just go with the line, or rather play through the line. Rather, he tried to flick that towards mid-wicket. So just when it looked like the Bhosale Cricket Academy were having things in control, they have lost 3 quick wickets. Now, this is where the area of concern lies. That's because in 10 overs, 46 for 3. Nicely bowled. How well has Arnav Lad bowled? 1.3 overs, 2 wickets for 4 runs. Now, that's a game-changing over. Remember,
Just a quick question for you, Mikhail. You've seen 10 and a bit over of this innings so far. Do you think that the wickets that have fallen and the poor run rate of the Bhosale Cricket Academy is down to the pitch conditions or just down to not very good shot selection by the batsman?
oh, that's a soft dismissal. That's a very, very soft dismissal. Wickets falling in a heap here for Bhosale Cricket Academy. After what looked like a steady start, it's been capitulation right now in the middle. And another wicket falls, and it's Arnav Lad, that man once again, that boy rather. 3 wickets for him, and he's completely turning it around in favor of SVIS.
Let's have a look at. Let's have a look at the replay of the fourth wicket there. It was outside off, and it just held up in the pitch. The batsman just checking his shot at the last moment ends up looping in the air straight to the fielder in the short cover position, and that will be curtains for his innings tonight. Coming back to the question I asked you, Mikhail, what do you make of the conditions? Is the situation the Bhosale Academy in right now down to the pitch conditions or down to some poor shot selection?
Arab, it's a combination of everything. Remember, we are not at the start of a series, we are at the end of a tournament. So the pitches are used, and they're used to an extent where they lose that zip and they tend to become slower. So, yes, the sluggish nature of the pitch, the the two paced wickets that we talk about, where the ball is stopping and coming, is not helping shot making. That's one. And also the manner in which Bhosale Academy has given away their wickets suggests that they have lost the plot in the middle. And despite SVIS dropping so many catches, they find themselves in a position of command right now, 46 for 4 in 11 overs. So it's SVIS right now who are actually dictating terms in the middle.
Yes, they are, and they would not want to lose that advantage in this game. Wrapped on the pads, big appeal, but the umpire signals that it is going down leg. So, well and truly, the SVIS boys on top in this particular encounter. Now, the Bhosale Cricket Academy would want to have a solid game plan for the last 9 overs of this game. Again, ball keeping just a little bit low than what the batsman expected. Beats the keeper, and the batsman will run through for single. What do you think the Bhosale Cricket Academy's batsman's mindset should be for the remaining 8 and a bit overs of this innings?
They need a maverick like innings, Arab. You need a maverick to be in the middle. And at this stage, with the pitch not helping, it's very difficult to come out of the situation they are in. Nicely flicked towards fine leg. That should race towards the fine leg boundary. Outfield is pretty fast, unlike the pitch. And it has been cut off, has it? No signal yet from the umpire. And finally, he decides that, okay, let me give that a 4.
Delayed decision, slight delay in decision making by the umpire, but all is well that ends well. Let's have a look at that replay. It was well outside the leg stump. Just needs to take a bit off the bat for it to run down to the fine leg fence. Another boundary, much needed boundary for the Bhosale Cricket Academy. And of 12 overs, Bhosale Cricket Academy still struggling just that little bit. 51 runs on the board for the loss of 4 wickets for them. Opening 6 overs of the match went the Bhosale Cricket Academy's way, but the next 6 overs have gone the SVIS's way. Another big appeal by the bowler, but nothing doing. The ball spinning back into the right-handed batsman. He gets completely beaten by that delivery, wraps him on the pads, but the umpire is not interested. Another dot delivery. Couple of deliveries remaining in the 13th over. Punched off the back foot straight to the bowler. Dot delivery. Ball of the 13th over. Entire phase of the game drifting to the SVIs, and it was almost chipped back straight to the bowler, but averts the bowler and results in a dot delivery. 13 overs completed. The Bhosale Cricket Academy have scored 51 runs for the loss of 4 wickets. Not the batting display that they were looking for once they won the toss and elected to bat first. Run rate for the batting team has fallen to well below 4 runs an over. That is not what they would have wanted. Have in the 14th over of the game, just the 7 overs remaining for the Bhosale Cricket Academy to post a competitive total on this surface. But another angle that we can look at in this matchup is the fact that if the Bhosale Cricket Academy batsmen are struggling on this wicket, then so will the SVIS batsmen. The SVIS batsmen necessarily will not find it easier to bat. In all probability, they should also find it as difficult as the Bhosale Cricket Academy batsmen have done thus far. But that is where the trick lies. In the 14th over of the matchup, 51 runs on the board for the Bhosale Cricket Academy after losing 4 wickets, 4 crucial wickets in the opening phase of the game. In the opening 6 overs, they did not lose a single wicket, but in the next 4 overs, they managed to lose 4 big ones, and that just dented their progress in this innings so far. Looped up in the air, but falls in no man's land. Rub of the green going the batsman's way on this occasion. Full delivery on the stumps, takes the leading edge, goes up in the air, but neither the bowler nor any other fielder can make it in time to get a hold of that delivery. Another one on the pads, big appeal, and it's been given. Fifth wicket to fall for the Bhosale Cricket Academy, and a big one at that. Because now, because of this wicket, they will now be able to bowl at the tail. And that not just helps them slow the run rate down even further, but might able them to even wrap up this innings in a jiffy. That was absolutely plum as they can get. The batsman trying to turn an off-stump delivery down to the leg side, completely misses the ball and wraps him straight on the pads. And the umpire had no hesitation of giving that as out. Five wickets down for the Bhosale Cricket Academy. Half their side is back into the pavilion. Five batsmen remain. Remember, this is a 25 over encounter. All the finals of the CRICFIT Premier League are scheduled to be played for 25 overs aside. We apologize if we had mentioned earlier in the innings that it would only last for 20 overs, but no, this is a 25 over affair. And we are just 13.4 overs into this innings. 51 runs on the board for the Bhosale Cricket Academy. 5 overs, beg your pardon, 5 wickets down. The SVIS under 12 boys are well and truly on top of proceedings. Delivery keeps low, beats the batsman, collected by the keeper. Straight back to the bowler. Another dot delivery. Ends the 14th over of the innings. 51 runs on the board for the loss of 5 wickets. The Bhosale Cricket Academy. And with the end of that over, the umpires have called drinks. Let's have a glass of water and be back for the 15th over. 14 overs have been completed. Let's all have a quick breather and we'll be back in 5 minutes time.
Hi guys, this is Sonu Sood and I'm going to be with you on 14th of Jan at 8 a.m. at Hi guys, this is Sonu Sood and I'm going to be with you on 14th of Jan at 8 a.m. at Kandivali Stadium for the super blockbuster cricket league which is called the CRICFIT Premier League. With you, let's have a great match. All the best, all the boys and girl cricketers. This is your time. Give your best, score a lot of runs Remember, 14th of Jan, 8 a.m., Kandivali Stadium, CRICFIT Premier League. See you very soon.
There have been regular wickets, but the Bhosale Academy will be hoping that they can stitch a partnership together out in the middle now. Still have a lot of overs to go. My bad.
This is the first finals of the CRICFIT Premier League 2021. Bhosale Academy is playing. That is a shot.
Pulled it on the leg side through the covers. The player on the boundary will cut it off. The batsman come back for a double there. Good running between the wicket.
That is Bhosale Academy playing Swami Vivekanand International School in the first finals in the under 12 boys category.
Oh, that was a close leave.
Arnav is the bowler. Darshan Rathod is on strike. And Aditya Jaiswal.
Very lucky there, Darshan. So at the end of 15 overs, the score is 55 for the loss of 5 wickets.
That's 10 more overs to go for the first innings.
Mind it, this is going to be a 25 overs match. Ten more overs to go. And we have Aditya Jaiswal on strike here. Both the batsmen are relatively new on the crease. But the Bhosale Academy will be hoping that these two can stitch a partnership and help them get a competitive score on the board. Vardhan Patel with the ball. It Has been a good spell by him so far. Just 8 runs of his 4 overs. 2 maiden and 2 wickets out there. The first delivery of the over right in the block hole. Well defended there by Aditya.
Vardhan going for his second ball of the over. That's a full toss up in the air, straight to the long off. And that is a boundary there.
That was a really good shot there by Aditya. A full toss, and he made sure that he takes complete advantage of it. Down the track, charging the bowler. Pulled it straight over the long off for a boundary. A really good shot.
As they say, the bowler was punished for that ball.
Definitely. Vardhan with third delivery of the 15th over. It was a good ball right under the bat. He has tapped it towards the point for a single there. So Arohi, what's your take on Bhosale Academy's batting performance till now?
They've already lost 5 wickets so far. Arya Karle opened well for them, scoring 22, but there has not been any other player to put a good number of runs on the board after that. Everybody else in single digits.
The early wicket of Ayush has definitely hurt on the Bhosale Academy scorecard. He has been their standard performer till now, but he wasn't able to perform on the big stage today. There's a huge appeal there by the bowler, but the umpire decides against it. One more delivery to go in the 16th over. Rathod Darshan is on strike. He has been cautious out there in the middle, trying to save his wicket, but he needs to move the strike. That's a good ball, leaving the batsman there, almost getting an edge. So with that, Vardhan completes his quota of 5 overs. Excellent bowling spell by him. Just 13 runs, 2 maidens and 2 wickets. The kind of bowling performance that can win you matches, bro.
Sure, bro. So that is the end of the 16th over. Last 9 overs to go. But more importantly, the question is, can they sustain for those 9 overs to come? They've already lost 5 wickets. They need good partnerships here.
This is going to be a task for Bhosale Academy to make sure that they don't lose any more wickets while simultaneously making sure that the run rate doesn't get too low. They need to put a score in the excess of 100 runs at least. And that's a ball direct, missed by the wicket keeper. The player running behind it, trying to cut it off before the boundary. And that's a good save by the player on the boundary line. Has managed to cut, save 2 runs for his team there. And the umpire has judged it as a wide. So it's going to be 3 extra runs. With 3 extra runs for Bhosale Academy. This is the kind of luck that Bhosale Academy requires right now.
Probably these balls would lead them to make a partnership between them. That was too high. That won't be given. Good ball nonetheless. We have another ball coming in, defended to the covers. However, no run there. Arnav is the bowler. Another good ball. Looked like it was on the leg, but it was outside off, was it?
That one definitely stayed low, but was definitely missing the stumps as well.
Another dot off the over. Aditya Jaiswal is on strike.
You can certainly see the luck is in the favor of Bhosale Academy right now. Once again, good fielding out here on the boundary line, saving 2 runs for his team there. You have to wait for the umpire signal to see whether it's been judged as leg byes or not. No, it hasn't been. The batsman did got some bat on it.
4 balls so far. 5 runs off the over so far. That was another dot. Well bowled. Last ball to go. If you notice, Sandesh, there were a lot of potential full tosses in this over. He
Yeah.
could have used that to his advantage and just
Defi-
smacked it into the air.
Definitely. The last ball was a juicy full toss right on the bat. Batsman tried to make contact, but just couldn't get the timing right there. But it worked out well for the bowler there. A dot delivery in the end. So at the end of 17 overs, the score for Bhosale Academy is 66 runs at the loss of 5 wickets. 8 more overs to go.
The start of the next over. Bhosale really need to get consistent now and get some runs on the board. They're looking for a quick run there and they get it. That was some good running between the wickets.
The umpire has judged it as a leg by there. So Devansh is the new bowler that has been brought out in the attack there. Aditya is on strike here. Tried to punch it off the back foot. Once again an inside edge onto the pads. And it's a dot.
The Bhosale Academy have qualified in 3 categories in total so far. And we're only here to see how many titles they can actually win.
They do have the potential to win all
Oh!
3 of those. That's a drop catch there. Straight through the hands. We have seen a lot of drop catches till now in this match. There have been some spectacular ones as well. And you can clearly see change in field. This gets Rathod Darshan on strike, the left-handed batsman. An off-spinner against the left-handed. It's going to be an interesting contest to watch out. Oh, that was a good ball, tempting the batsman on the front foot. There's a slight mix-up there. No harm done.
At this stage, Bhosale is at such a stage in their match They need to get all those extra runs which they can squeeze in all those balls, irrespective or despite the boundaries which they will be aiming for. And that's a wide on the leg side. You can see the desperation of these two batsmen. You know, trying to get every possible run. Fifth ball of the over.
A good show of sportsmanship there. We generally see in this international cricket as well, a fielder helping out the batsman with the shoelaces. And this is what cricket defines. It brings a unity among the players.
I think we've seen quite a lot of that throughout the league as well.
Definitely,
And the
definitely.
best part is that all these values are imbibed in these batsmen or these players right at this age.
It was pulled, but straight to the fielder. Won't get a single for it. Devansh with the last delivery of the over. It has been a good over by him so far. Economical one. Once again, a good ball. Nicely defended by the batsman on the front foot.
And it's tea time here at the Thakur Village Cricket Ground. Not for the players though. They yet have a long day to go ahead of them. Manthan is the new bowler who's come in.
Jaiswal Aditya on strike here. Going to face Manthan, who's bowling from the pavilion end. Manthan with the first delivery of his over. And a juicy full toss again. Just bouncing under the bat there. If only the batsman could have connected it the way he wanted. There's just a single for the Bhosale Academy there.
Aditya on strike. Aditya was on strike. Now it's Darshan on strike. That is the ball. Misses the bat in the hands of the wicket keeper. A dot ball there.
The left and right hand combination is definitely working for Bhosale Academy here. They have been able to stabilize the inning. The regular intervals, the regular fall of intervals. The fall of wickets at regular intervals have been stopped with this steady and cautious partnership in the middle. Through the bowler's hand, and the batsman will get a single there.
Next ball of the over. Just tapped it down, defended it, stayed on his side of the crease. No run there. I understand Bhosale has lost a lot of wickets, but given the score they've put up on the board, at least one of those that is exactly what I was going to talk about. At least one of those batsmen need to play an aggressive inning. And that could be a run out, but thankfully in the crease misses the stump.
From what I
Managed to take in a
understand,
2.
RO here is that the Bhosale Academy is trying to get the match as deep as possible, and might be we can see a late flourish in the last 2 or 3 overs, but they're making sure that they don't lose any more wickets.
Some good running between the wickets.
And a single there for Aditya, and with that is the end of 19 overs, and the score for Bhosale Academy is 73 runs at the loss of 5 wickets. Yes. They will certainly be hoping to score at least 100 runs, make sure that they have a competitive score to defend against.
The expected target was of 150. Though now, anything over 110 looks like a good total.
Yeah, a bonus for them, considering the start they had.
Last 6 overs to go for the inning.
Devansh continuing from the stands end here. Short of a length delivery, pulled, but good field placement there. Will just get a single for it. A good shot, but won't manage to get more than a single for it.
A lovely shot there. Looked very confident while playing it. Second ball of the over. Some appeal, and that's given. Another wicket falls for the Bhosale Academy.
And the partnership that seemed like it was building has been broken. That was a good ball. Tempted the batsman on the front foot, leaving the left-hander's outside edge. And the wicket-keeper was quick enough to sweep the stumps and get a good wicket there.
Now the Bhosale Academy needs to buck up. Somebody needs to stand up and say, I am the man you're looking for. I am the man who can take the team to a good total to defend.
And it certainly has to be Aditya. He has spent a quite amount of time in the middle out there. 26 balls. He's definitely got himself in. Now it's about time that he shows his class out there.
Swami Vivekanand will be quite ecstatic at this stage. Everything going as they have planned.
Or rather better than they planned.
The target was to restrict the opponents to 100. Looks like they are on the right path.
But as we say in cricket, it's never over till it's over. We have to wait and watch the rest 6 overs.
Well said.
This is such a good platform provided by CRICFIT to all these young kids out there.
That's a dot.
Getting to express themselves. Nicely defended by the batsman there. Rasam Dhairya is a new man in. And I guess he has been sent with an instruction to make sure that he stands on the other end. Once again, punched off the back foot, straight to the fielder. Last delivery of the 20th over. A juicy full toss. Not get more than a single for it though. And that is the end. The 20 overs. The score 76 runs. The loss of 6 wickets. 5 more overs to go.
So observe something, Sandesh. All the spinners for Swami Vivekanand, majority of the balls that they bowled were quite on the full length,
They were the half volleys, we can say.
as you put it there. What my question to you is, all of those balls were at a good height before they pitched down, right? Would it be easier for the batsman to come out of the crease? Would it be easier for the batsman to come out of the crease a bit and take that as a full toss, or rather just stay back, hang in there and defend those balls?
It would have been easy if they haven't lost so many wickets. Right now, I guess, that they are planning to just take it as deep as possible. And as you're saying, attack in the last 2 or 3 overs and come out of the crease and take those balls as full toss and try to hammer it for a boundary or a 6. Second delivery of the 21st over. Rasam needs to make sure that he gives majority of the strike to Aditya here. He is the well-set batsman out there. The pitch is definitely playing its part. Ball didn't bounce as much as the batsman thought it would.
That is a full toss in the air. Goes to the mid wicket. However, there are 2 fielders there.
And they will just get a single for it. That was a good ball. If only Aditya would have been on strike. This does bring Aditya on strike. And a half volley tried to get over the fielder, but couldn't connect with the ball. But the wicketkeeper has missed it, and this has allowed the batsman to come back for a second. Good running between the wickets by the 2 batsmen out there.
This is how they need to keep the momentum going between them. That's exactly how those runs are going to come in. That's exactly how the scoreboard is going to keep ticking.
Bhosale Academy won't mind as long as the scoreboard keeps ticking.
Last ball to go of the 21st over. 79 so far on the board. We have Manthan Mistry bowling his last ball of the over. That's tapped to the offside. Bowler catches it, no run there. A dot. That's 79 for 6 at the end of 21 overs. 4 more overs to go. How much do you think will they be able to put on the board? What do you think will be the target for the Swami Vivekanand team chasing down the total?
Like I said, the Bhosale Academy will be happy to get anything in the excess of 100 plus. They still have 24 more balls to go. I'm expecting them that they will try to score at least 30 to 35 runs at the next 24 balls. But they need Aditya to keep going. There's a quick single there. It's a good running between the wicket. It's
starting to get a little chilly and windy out here now.
Definitely, the wind's gonna play a part in the second innings,
The dew might come in soon.
and it might help the cause of SVIS because the bowlers will find it difficult to grip and Bhosale Academy has a lot of spinners in their lineup, so an advantage in disguise for SVIS. Aditya on strike here.
And it is important to note here that
It's a good shot. Once
Right.
again, a juicy full toss, but Aditya couldn't take full advantage of it. Just a single.
it is important to note here, as I was saying, that Arya Karle had won the toss. He had chose to bat first. And now it might get difficult for his bowlers to defend the total.
Both the captains have assessed the pitch differently. As I remember, SVIs were keen on bowling first, whereas Bhosale Academy wanted to bat first. So two different judgment by the two captains out there. You can certainly see SVI's judgment proving to be a better one at the current stage.
The fifth ball of the over. Tries to sweep it, but in the hands of the wicketkeeper. No run there. Last ball of the over to go. On the ground, it goes on to the fielder in the mid-off. Managed to squeeze in a run. That's 82 for 6 at the end of 22 overs. Last 3 overs to go, 3 crucial overs. They have quite a few points to think about. 1, don't lose wickets. 2, get some quick runs on the board. 3, win the match.
We'll have to wait and watch if they can achieve either of those three. The Harian needs to get his timing right. It's high time that he found some boundaries for his team, and it's come down the ground. That was an attempt there by the fielder, but it just couldn't get under the ball, and the batsman come back for a second. You can clearly see the approach from the Bhosale Academy. The intent is right, just need the timing there. Chance of a run out, but the player misses it and they get a single for it there. The nerves, we can clearly see the nerves are coming into the play now.
'87 so far, 22.4 overs. Well played, that shot. Get a single from that ball. Manthan is bowling his third over, the last ball of it. In the air goes to the mid-on. Fielder comes in, they manage a single. That is 18-9 for 6 at the end of 23 overs. Two more overs to go, Sandesh. What do you think?
They're certainly on track to make a score of in the excess of 100 plus. We can see that. But I will be hoping that they will be thinking of at least 110 from here on. There's a chance of a run out here. And the area is run out. Aditya wanted the strike. The area wasn't interested. But he still went for it and has sacrificed his wicket.
That was a very risky run out there. A very close call. They shouldn't have opted for it. But rotating the strike was more important, I guess.
Rather, getting Aditya on strike was more important. He is the well-set batsman out there. Scored 19 runs of 32 balls.
You can see some desperation in the last overs. Will it make or break them?
We have to wait and watch that. Aditya on strike. Devansh coming from the stands end. It has been a good spell by him so far. And the umpire has judged it as a wide there. Too much on the offside. Batsman did try to play it, but it's given as a wide.
These extras are going to mean a lot to the Bhosale team.
Definitely. It won't be surprising to see that they might even win this match due to these extra runs, because SVIS has considered quite a few extras in this inning. And a lofty drive there by Aditya, but straight to the long on. That's just a single.
If you look at the field, it's a very well-placed field. All the shots that they're playing, all the shots which are possible on those balls, and the places in which they are possible to be placed, already have fielders, which means they would be cutting down on a lot of those runs which they would get on the boundaries. Like this one in the gap between the two, inside the 30-yard circle, but there was a fielder out there, which saved them a couple of runs.
Definitely ROE. Just like I said before, it has been an excellent field placement by the SVIS boys there. It's up in the air, but it's just short of the fielder inside the 30 yards. There's 2 more balls left in this over. Aditya on strike. Managed to play it down the leg side for a single there. SVIS won't mind the singles here.
A very comfortable game for SVI so far. And probably the entire of the first innings once it's...
And he has bowled him. That was a good ball.
Another wicket down.
Another wicket down, definitely. And with that is the end of 24 overs. The score is 93
If not now, then when?
at the loss of 7 wickets. It's high time now.
This is the time they should be smashing those balls wherever and whenever they can. They've got nothing to lose the last over.
And the
7
youngest
wickets
player
already down.
in the Bhosale Academy squad, Donny Diaz, has walked in.
Donny Dias is here.
Nicely played by Aditya there, but straight to the fielder once again. This is going to be crucial for Bhosale Academy's entirety of innings. They need a boundary. They need to get it quickly. Gets on the back foot. Tries to pull it over the square leg. But won't get more than a single there.
Well pulled by the batsman. A good height. Donny Dias on strike. He's been one of my favorites in the league since that interview we took of him. Quite chirpy fellow. And that's on to the point. He's running, he's running. Is he in? That is given an out. Look at how little the man is. How could he have done that? Too far from the crease to reach in time.
We can't deny the efforts that he has shown. Tried his best to make the ground, but just couldn't reach on time. And the 8th wicket falls for Bhosale Cricket Academy. More importantly, it gets Aditya on strike here. He will be hoping for a boundary from here or so.
Aditya needs to stick on strike for all those remaining balls, which aren't a lot. That is onto the leg side. Goes to the fielder.
They're coming back for a second. It's going to be a risky one. And they lose one more wicket there. Looked like a run out right from the moment they decided to go for it.
Another risk taken and another wicket lost.
Down.
A very, very sad tale for the Bhosale Academy.
And that's the end of Bhosale Academy. They've lost all the wickets out there. They would have hoped to score at least 100. But they just couldn't get it. The SVIS camp will be so much proud about themselves. They have done what they have said they will done. They have restricted the opposition for just 94 runs there.
It's 24 for 3. It's 24.3 overs. And the score is 94 for 9. 95 is the target posed by the Bhosale Academy for the SVIS under 12 boys team.
We will be back soon.
Welcome back to the chase. The SVIS in pursuit of 90 odd runs in this innings. 4 runs already on the board at the end of the first over. They need a further 92 runs from their remaining 24 overs. Not a very steep target to chase for them. But remember, we saw in the first innings a few demons in the pitch, which just showed that batting on the surface is not going to be as straightforward as you think. Just like that, the ball keeping a tad bit low. Now it is up to the bowlers to bowl it in the right area and see whether the ball can or will do something off the pitch and whether that can trouble the batsman. Driven straight to the fielder. Quick single taken. That should be the game plan for the Bhosale Cricket Academy, to just keep taking those quick singles and those quick doubles just to keep the scoreboard ticking, because they do not want to get bogged down with this small total. That is generally what happens. And this has been hit away down to the leg side fence for a boundary, just to get the innings going. Good boundary, much needed boundary at that for the SVIS school. Have a look at the replay of that shot. It was down on a leg stump. Batsman just shuffled across in his crease, and still in the second over of the innings. First wicket to fall for the SVIS team. 11 runs on the board. Fifth delivery of the third over. Very important one at that for the Bhosale Cricket Academy. Let's have a look at that replay. Arjun, the one on strike. Good swinging delivery. Drives it straight back to the bowler. SVIS team 11 runs on the board, 2.5 overs bowled. The first wicket down. The required run rate is just a smudge under 4 runs per over. So that is the thing that will hold them in good stead. They do not need to rush things. New batsman at the crease for the SVIS team is Harsh. Last ball of the third over, the SVIS school. We've got a few runs on the board, but they crucially have lost 1 wicket now. The next objective for them will be not to lose any more wickets, at least in the power play phase of the game. Oh, inside edge. The batsman very lucky not to have played on. Could have been disastrous for the SVIS team had they lost yet another wicket inside the power play phase of the game. But lucky for them, they still have 9 wickets in hand. 11 runs on the board at the end of 3 overs. They still need 85 runs from the remaining 132 deliveries. Seems pretty straightforward, but the pitch has shown some demons. So even putting up a total of 95 runs proved pivotal for the Bhosale Cricket Academy batsmen. And now it is up to the SVIS batsmen to chase down that total and score 96 runs. Start of the 4th over of the innings. On the stumps, paddle down to the short fine leg fielder. No run taken. Again on the pads and flick down to the fine leg fielder. The fielder misjudges it a little. The batsman will come back for 2 runs. This is good. Oh, it has resulted in a run out. Mix up there. The batsman changed directions to go to the other side of the popping crease and in turn has lost his wicket. Another crucial blow for the SVIS team. The Bhosale Cricket Academy will be very happy with that wicket, because it is a wicket that has been gifted to them at that. Two wickets down. 3 wickets down. The Swami Vivekanand International School in all sorts of trouble at the moment. We're in the 17th over of the game. The 4th wicket has just fallen, for that matter. And it can be very tedious a job for them, because we've seen in this pitch so far there are a lot of demons, and because of those demons the batsmen are finding it very, very difficult. "49 for 4 in the 17th over of the innings." Current run rate is hovering over around 3 runs per over, but the required run rate has just plummeted. They started off with under 3 runs per over, and now it has plummeted to over 5 runs an over. Interesting turn of events this for the Bhosale Cricket Academy and the Swami Vivekanand International School. There is an innate rivalry between these two teams. That rivalry is just adding up to the moment. Pressure is building on the SVIS players. They just have the 8 overs remaining after this, so it will be all on them whether they can score these remaining runs that they need to reach glory. Remember, this is the finals of the under 14, beg your pardon, under 12. Dropped opportunity for the Bhosale Academy, might be overthrows. No, the batsmen decide against it. 50 runs comes on the board courtesy of that single. The board, 16.4 overs bowled, couple of deliveries remaining in the 17th over of the innings. Oh, spinning into the batsman, runs away for a quick single. Will the bowler have a shot at the stumps? No, just missed the ball completely. Could have been an opportunity for the Bhosale Academy team. Swami Vivekanand in all sorts of trouble at the moment. Last ball of the 11th, sorry, beg your pardon, last ball of the 17th over. Spinners causing all sorts of trouble for the batting side. 51 runs on the board. At the conclusion of the 17 over mark, 18 overs remain. They further need 51 runs from... They need 45 runs from the remaining 48 deliveries. Still neck and neck. But looking at the conditions, you might just favor the Bhosale Cricket Academy because they have the ball in their hands and they can do the talking. In terms of how the next passage of play has to go about. Wow, wayward delivery, and the umpire calls it a wide. Much needed extra runs for the batting side. Will just need to keep it going. Chipped straight in the air, but just short off the fielder. quick single taken. This is good running between the wickets by the batsman. Just ensuring that the scoreboard keeps ticking. But at the moment it is ticking at a very slow rate, and that is not going to be helpful for the chasing side. They want to move it along at a slightly quicker rate, but that is not what is happening at this moment because pitch conditions are helping the bowling side. The spinners have taken complete control over this match, just strangling the batsmen, not giving them anything to work with. And now this might just be the opportunity that the SVIS team need, because it's a pacer into the attack. That's also been chipped slightly uppishly straight to the fielder, and there's a dive in put in. Could be extra runs. Will it go to the fence for 4 overthrows? No. They managed to keep it down. Oh, slight mix up. There should have been another one taken. That unfortunately for the batting side, there was slight confusion between the two batsmen, the striker and the non-striker, which just enabled the fielding side to get the ball back to the pitch before they could run for the third. Tries to drive it down the ground, misses the ball completely. It was a block hole delivery. Misses the ball completely, and the wicketkeeper gobbles it. And chipped in the air, but the fielder in the fine leg position was slightly square and could not reach the ball on time. Another single taken. So the SVIS batsmen have managed to move the score along. Couple of deliveries remaining in this over now. Another short delivery, defended off the back foot, another single taken. So, runs trickling in for the SVIS team. Now, the bigger question will be whether it'll be enough. Last ball of the 18th over coming right up. After that, just 7 overs remaining in this innings. Will the batting side be able to chase it down, or will they flaunt? Ball keeps low yet again. Chance of a run out, but the bowler misses the stumps. He should have had the foresight to do a jaunty Rhodes there. But these are the pressure moments when good players also cave. So very important and necessary for the batting side not to cave, and even for the bowling side to stay intact. 18 overs completed, 58 runs on the board. The Swami Vivekanand International School now needs 38 runs from the remaining 42 deliveries, so it is still less than run a ball. But the crucial factor of the match is the fact that the spinners still have some overs left and they will be bowling a part of it. And that is what will decide the flow of play for these last 7 overs. Whether it goes the batting side's way or the bowling side's way. This is the final of the under-12 boys category in the inaugural edition of the CRICFIT Premier League. The Bhosale Cricket Academy going up against the Swami Vivekanand International School boys team. And these little kids are fighting it out in the middle. Short delivery punched off the back foot straight to the fielder at long on. Will they think of a 2? No, they will not. Settle for the single. Crucial single. Just gets the ball rolling for this particular over. The last thing that you would want as a batsman is to face a barrage of dot deliveries at the start of the over. Five deliveries in the 19th over remaining. Tossed up delivery, and it's been given a wide because it was down the leg side. The batsman was looking to play it down to the vacant fine leg area because there is no fielder either inside the ring or on the boundary in that region. the first time the batsman has tried to play that kind of a shot, and he completely misses the ball and it goes down the leg side for a wide. Crucial extra runs these for the Swami Vivekanand International School. Short delivery outside off stump, cut away, but good fielding effort by the fielder in the gully region. Cuts off a definite boundary. Just a single taken by the batting side. Left-handed batsman on strike. Again punches it off the back foot, and there should be a single. There will be a single after a slight mix-up between the two batsmen. The non-striker wanted to come for that single. The striker was not interested, but once he saw that the ball had gone into the gap, again, cut away straight to the fielder in the point region. Another single taken. So the scoreboard keeps ticking on for the Swami Vivekanand International School boys. The sole objective of the Bhosale Cricket Academy bowlers should now be to curtail the flow of runs, because the wickets do not seem to be coming. They picked up 4 early wickets in this matchup, but now they're struggling to find the 5th. On the pads again, tucked away to the leg side. Another single taken. This is good batsmanship by both the batsmen. They have realized the fact that the pitch is in a bad state and the ball will not be coming onto the bat with that much ease. So they need to keep the scoreboard ticking. Now the captain of the Bhosale Cricket Academy has to realize this fact and has to bring in all his fielders inside the circle to prevent these easy singles. Punched away off the back foot. Again a single taken. So the fifth wicket of the SVIS innings has fallen. We're in the 20th over of the game. Just 68 runs on the board for the school. Another 5 wickets required for the Bhosale Cricket Academy to win this encounter, this all important final. And could be another run out. What has the umpire decided? No, that was out. Close call for the SVIS batsman, but that gives them a crucial single. Dances down the wicket, hits it straight down the ground. Will it beat the fielder? No, cut off. The bowler might have injured himself in trying to prevent that from going to the fence. But that is what sport is all about. You put your body on the line where necessary. The chase has gotten away from the SVIS team. Eighth wicket has fallen at the 80-run mark. 16 runs required still. 13 deliveries remaining in the match. Evenly poised at one stage, but now it is well and truly Bhosale Academy's game. The SVIS batsmen have just bottled this chase up. "16 runs required of the last 13 deliveries. But crucially for the SVIS team, 8 wickets have fallen. The Bhosale Cricket Academy well and truly favourites in this encounter now. Just the 13 deliveries remaining. Further 16 runs required for the SVIS team to script a famous victory, or for the Bhosale Cricket Academy to script a victory of their own. The under-12 boys final going down to the wire. Misses the ball. Collected by the keeper. Another dot delivery. Goal dust. Goal dust here for the Bhosale Cricket Academy. It's an intangible asset, a dot delivery. I'm sure each and every bowler, be it a spinner or a fast bowler, will agree with that analysis. So this is the equation. After 10 long days of the tournament, the under-12 boys category, the final encounter, the Swami Vivekanand International School taking on the Bhosale Cricket Academy, and it has come down to the last 2 overs of the innings. 12 balls remaining, 16 runs to get, and 2 wickets remaining. Punch down the ground, and will it be in the gap? No. Crucially for the Bhosale Academy, not even a single conceded. High quality stuff this from the fielders. You can hear the sound of the crowd cheering from the background. Everyone is enthralled in this particular encounter. 5 deliveries remain in this over. After that, a further 6 deliveries. 16 runs required for the Swami Vivekanand International School. Or will it be the Bhosale Academy boys who take the title today? Just the 11 deliveries remaining. We will find out. Oh, what a match it has been. A match worthy of a final. A pitch that was aiding the bowlers. You always want to watch these low-scoring thrillers. Another dot delivery. Driven, and that is a much needed boundary for the Swami Vivekanand team. Just cuts down the equation, brings them back into the fixture. A match worthy of a final. Keep saying this. Last 2 wickets remaining. The equation is very straightforward. 9 deliveries remaining, 12 runs required. That boundary just brings it down a smudge for the Swami Vivekanand International School. The Bhosale Cricket Academy still very much in it. You would still hold them favourites because there are just 2 wickets remaining. The lesser recognized batsmen are at the crease. All wrapped on the pads, down the leg side. Single taken, crucially. Another run ticked off. Leg byes given by the umpire. 11 runs required of 8 deliveries now. Straightforward equation for both the teams. Bhosale Cricket Academy, what a comeback it has been. Chipped into the air. There is no fielder in that region. Another easy single taken. 10 runs required now of 7 deliveries. Again, the match is evenly poised. I keep saying this because normally in such a scenario, you would back the batting side to go and score these remaining runs. But because it is the pressure of the all-important final and the pitch is just helping the bowlers a little bit, I would still call it even Stevens. Good, intelligent batting this. He sees, he realizes the fact that the field is on the edge of the 30-yard circle. Just pushes it towards the fielder, grabs a single. Very crucial single that in the context of the game. So we start the last over of this match. 9 runs required for the Swami Vivekanand International School from the remaining 6 deliveries in this under 12 final encounter. Ayush Shinde to bowl this all-important final over for the Bhosale Academy. 6 deliveries remain, 9 runs required. Which team is going to come out on top at the end of these last 6 deliveries? The Bhosale Academy have fought tooth and nail just to keep this last over in play. Last over, 9 required. Here we go. Short delivery, punched off the back foot, straight to the fielder in the cover region. Chance for a run out. Oh, a direct hit and it would have been curtains. But crucially for the batting side, it is a much needed single. Eight runs required from the last 5 deliveries. Again on the pads, tucked away down to the mid-wicket region. Will they look for 2? No, they will not. So still the 2 runs coming off the first 2 deliveries. Seven runs required from the last remaining 4 deliveries. Seven runs required of the last 4 deliveries for the Swami Vivekanand International School to pick up the winner's trophy. Else it will go to the Bhosale Cricket Academy under 12 boys. Hit in the air. The fielder is there on the boundary. Will they run for 2? Yes, they are going for it. Oh! 2 runs taken. Crucially, the required runs comes down. 5 runs required now from the remaining 3 deliveries. Crucial moment of the game. Last 3 deliveries remain. The Bhosale Cricket Academy desperately need a wicket. or they need to bring in their fielders, because the Swami Vivekanand International School are just going for those singles. And that's ball. Big wicket for the Bhosale Cricket Academy. Now another twist in the tail. 2 deliveries remain, 5 runs required, just the last wicket remaining. Professional showing this by the Bhosale Cricket Academy. They can taste the victory now. The Swami Vivekanand International Boys School have dug their own grave. 9 wickets down, still 5 runs adrift, just the 2 deliveries remaining. There is excitement in the air in the Thakur Cricket Stadium here in Kandivali. Both teams still very much in the context. There is now pressure on the bowler to bowl the right deliveries, concede no extras, concede no free runs, no overthrows. Both the teams have to be very vigilant for these last 2 deliveries. Both of them will want to end their campaign in the CRICFIT Premier League on a high. Question is, which team comes out on top? We also have the possibility of a super over if the match ends in a tie, but we are getting ahead of ourselves. Just the 2 deliveries remain, 5 runs required. Bolted, that is it! That is it! That wins it for the Bhosale Cricket Academy. The last wicket for the Swami Vivekanand International School has fallen off the penultimate ball of their allotted quota of 25 overs, chasing down a target of 95 runs. They have folded. They have folded and they have been bundled out for 91 runs inside their allotted quota of 25 overs. A famous victory here from the Bhosale Cricket Academy, defending a total that was well below par. You can see the celebrations at the ground. The players are jumping up in joy. The Swami Vivekanand boys will be heartbroken. This was a match that was in their grasp. This was a match that they should have won. We see the players collecting the bails, collecting the stumps as a sign of appreciation, as a token of appreciation. Let's quickly just fathom what we have witnessed. A classic cricket match played out between the Bhosale Cricket Academy and the Swami Vivekananda International Boys School in the under-12 category. That will take a long time to sink in. These low-scoring thrillers are both Let's quickly recap what happened in this match. The Bhosale Cricket Academy playing the Swami Vivekananda International Boys School in the under-12 finals. And the Bhosale Cricket Academy won the toss, elected to bat first, put up a total of 95 runs. They were bundled out in 24.4 overs and coming out to chase the total. The Swami Vivekananda International School. The Swami Vivekananda International School put up a fight, but the Bhosale Cricket Academy put up a larger fight, a larger than life fight as you would term it, defending a total which was well below par. There were conditions that were helping them, but they kept showing heart. They kept coming back into the game. If and when a partnership was developing, they made sure that they came back and picked up a wicket. They came back and haunted the batsmen of the Swami Vivekanand International School, and in the end of the penultimate ball of their allotted quota of 25 overs, they bundled the team out for a total of 91 runs, just 5 runs short of their target.